Clash of Clans Podcast, episode 64. And we're back with the Clash of Clans and fans and stands. I'm here with my pal Scott. Hey
everybody.
And the ever lovely Lady Boneyard.
Hey guys.
Finally back in the studio.
Yeah.
Finally back in the studio. It's been a long, dreary, miserable summer. I spent all of it at work, so I'm happy to be back.
Clashing at work, though, I hope?
A little bit, in between people needing life-saving drugs.
Oh.
Yeah. Making that money.
Yeah.
Bringing it home to Papa. And we're back. We're here at the WBSMT radio studios talking all things Clash Clans at ClashClansPodcast.com.
And we haven't talked for a while, so it's actually nice. So we got stuff to catch up on.
Sit down and catch up on a couple of wars we were just in. Happened. They're pretty damn awesome.
Oh, this one we're in right now, 108 to 111. It is 1 hour and 18 minutes.
Yeah, Scotty's got an hour to pull this out, and
an outmatched war.
Yeah, so you're set up to lose, but you're going to win. So you're 108 to 111. How many attacks do you have left?
We have it's 77 to 78 attacks.
Okay,
right?
but how many attacks do you have left that can score?
I have the top guy, Matt. Titan Lion has 2, and
is he going to show
both
up?
Both.
Is he going to gem out his second one? That shit pisses me off.
Why? If you want to use your gems to do your troops faster.
No. I mean that you don't show up until the last hour, and you're like, God damn it.
He's the top guy. We know he's going to come through. So what we do is, and every once in a while something happens, but it's like you go, he's going to either get, 4 at the top because he can come in, and I've seen him like do these crazy attacks that almost 3-starred. And I think he did 3-star at TH10.
Solid attacker then.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, that when he shows up, and if something happens, sometimes something happens in the clan. But when he shows up, that he's going to add a star or 2.
Sure.
Or 4, depending.
Okay, yeah, right. So he's got a few left. So you got a few left. How many does the other team have? They got some attacks left still, that stars they can get?
Yeah, well, the thing is a couple of the 9s, they haven't, if there's a double, it seems like if there's 2 people, like the top guy, they're probably going, oh, he's not showing up. So it actually might help us.
Yeah.
But some people, they boxed in a few at their bottom. I think most of their 10s have gone. So and we're going to end up with 77 right now. In the next hour, I'm sure that participation will be at 90%. So we got 13 attacks. They got a couple in the TH10s range, and that's like they've got like 10 or 12, and we've got 5, 6.
Okay.
And same with it went all the way down again.
Yeah, right. That sucks. Well,
but they could get some stars.
They could still come up with a couple more, but you guys are
they will
getting a bunch more.
They will, but we
well, it's going to be a close one then. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
we just got done with a war just before we started. It was 120. Let me just see this. It was 129 to 125.
And you just finished.
And we just finished. We were behind pretty much the whole time. These guys were called Pinoy 4 instead of an A. So Angels, Pinoy Angels, Star 9. And they were coming at us pretty hard. They were attacking well. It was a good clan. We had a few more Town Hall 10s. They had a few more Town Hall 9s, but it was a pretty even match. They were all attacking 5 down right at the start.
Okay.
And we did not, for some reason, most of my guys weren't around right for the first couple hours. So they got ahead. And then we, they got complacent. And then so they were attacking down, and then we came back and did our solid attacking straight across for 3, dropping down to clean up. People that were coming late would you have to drop way down, or some people went up. Ghost Train went up a bunch. Got us she was like 36. Went up to number 2, got a star. Right at the end. She was waiting to fill out. I think she was 36, and number 38 still had a star. Like, I'll take that one. I know she can.
What was her town hall level?
7.
Against
7. A 10.
Okay, yeah. All right.
And got a star.
Archer King did the same thing.
Got a star. Awesome.
Oh, he 2-starred. Did he 2-star?
There was one where your guy in your clan, they went up and got 3. He went up like 30.
3-star to a 7.
He went up 30 spots.
I got to go back and look because I wanted to talk about this, but I was in the wrong word log. Went way up. What did she use?
I didn't look at it. Honestly, I didn't watch it. I just saw it, and then we were busy talking about this stuff. And
he got most heroic.
I was busy. I didn't get a chance to get in there and take a look.
Archer King. Yep, he went up most heroic. He went in and with dragons, and there's so many things, and you're limited by your dragons at that level. That
fucking AI on those things. Oh my god!
You what?
The AI on those dragons. Like, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn around. Last war we were in, there was a guy that I think it was one of our attacks that went in and didn't work. It just was ridiculous. The thing went in, and they followed. The dragons went in, and like 3 of them or 4 of them, right in the middle, glommed onto the clan castle troops. Followed them back in towards the middle, killed them all, turned around, like there's the town hall right next to the clan castle, turned around and went back out. And they went back out, and then they split up and then went around. Like, it was so aggravating.
Yeah, he got 100% damage with, and this is a Rush TH10, but still. And it was way up there on the list. He went up 33 spots. So, I mean, it still was strong. 1 level 1 Barb King. 11.
Oh, no.
11 level 2 dragons. And 3 heals. And a max dragon in the clan castle. But he went up against it. And so you know that if you're good
for 3 stars?
For 3 stars.
Fucking A.
So you know that if, depending on the base, and you can really work it and control those dragons.
They can do damage. They can do it.
And when people use them a lot.
Heal, that's funny. Me and my clan, we dragon and heal just don't mix.
Oh, we always
go dragon rage, and they do it.
Almost a lot of people are varying it. So some people will be using 1 heal. Like if I'm going to do it, I'm using 4 rage and 1 heal. Because when those dragons get over the clan castle,
you want them to stay there and heal. Because there's always an air defense or a fucking expo or even Inferno. Well, Inferno doesn't matter. Right there next to it. So they're like, I'm going to take the town hall, but not that air defense. You're like, shit.
Or it turns or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's so you
Zod is pretty much of the school of heal and drag, maybe 1.
I think. You know what I think it is what he exploited was that they had low air. They had low air D, and so it probably a heal was probably more beneficial and was going to make the drag last a lot longer than just rushing.
Yeah, no, that's
you know what I mean. It's like
strategy.
I'm going to either take a lot of damage and get in there fast and kill it, or I'm going to let it just ping off me because that heal will work it. Save me, and I'll get there in my own due time. And
the dragon will just last forever because the air defense can't offset the heal.
And people were talking about our 3-headed dragon.
Sweet. Gamora fucking flying out of the thing, fighting Godzilla, and landing.
Yeah,
that was the shit. New troop attack. The dragons can land. Wouldn't that be awesome?
They're so
they go and then they just like and they would have to move really slow, but they could like headbutt their way through walls and just burn everything on the ground. They'd turn like this, and everything in front of them in a V would just get burnt.
Yeah.
But then they would be targeted probably, and to offset it, they would get targeted by not only ground defense but then air defense as well while they're on the ground. I mean, maybe like
they'd be under the air defense.
Yeah.
So they could get. Well, we've talked about this enough.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's like that's such a cool idea. And
so we came through and won it. I held the guy to a 49% no star, and the guy was fucking throwing his phone or his or his fucking iPad across the room because it was time ran out, and that dragon was taking a huge breath and ready to just blow it at a already half burnt mine, and would have just killed it right then. And then time ran out, And I was like, yes. And then right at the very last minute of the war, we were at 129. They were at 123. Or 124. I got attacked, and I watched it, and it was a go wipe, and he got in for 55%, and that's it. Like, that was the attack. My base holds up, but my base gets attacked a lot more so than any of my other Zod's top 10s.
Okay,
because it looks easy. And the guy came in, and the guy was pissed because he got a 49%. And then at the very last minute, the guy that was second down, number 2, and I was we were about even. He came in with the go wipe with some maxed out P.E.K.K.A.s and a couple maxed out golems, and got there. They finally realized what it can happen, but too little, too late.
Yeah. Maybe a good strategy would be to jump. If you're doing like a go wipe type, this is just occurring to me, is if you did 2 jump and then freeze, just like 2 freezes and, and maybe a heal. But it's like if you just let your troops take their time instead of, because I'm throwing a rage in there or you see rages thrown in, that might be a different way to like, you'd get in there, you'd take more time, but more things would be dead by the time you.
Yeah, it's all a crapshoot, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
It's all a crapshoot. Speaking of spells, I love the fact that one of the guys that went against Taco is now in Zod.
I have a little beef with this. I said the other night, where the hell is Taco? Because we had this hard war and we won, and I'm like, why was that war so hard? And I was looking back through, and I'm like, where the fuck is Taco? I wrote that. Yeah. I'm like, we didn't have our laugh. We didn't get to watch these guys. Like,
you didn't drain off 7 attacks.
That was like one of my favorite. That was my favorite part of war. And
okay, you're gonna love this because watching Taco get attacked is hilarious because people just go in, think they can have him. He's a Town Hall 8 with pretty much all max defenses with no walls, and it's hilarious watching him get attacked. Yeah, because people go in, they're just so confident and they just get wiped.
He's a verb.
Yeah, they got tacoed. Yeah. Somebody went in and they were trying to beat.
Died.
Keep going. You're tied right now? Oh, nice.
Yep.
They went in, attacked him, and then there was a jump spell dropped. The walls. I don't know what they were doing. They just had a jump spell. And they went in. And they were like, I guess I'll drop it. Maybe they thought, okay, well, let's see what happens with it. Because I shouldn't have brought it with me. They should not have brought it with them. They should have dumped it and made a new one.
And I love
honestly, one more rage would have at least 2-starred.
At least.
And then they used a jump and got 1.
I just love it because he'll eat up the higher attacks. So they'll be like, oh, I can do this one. That guy just totally screwed it up. I'm going to go do it.
Everybody around his number is.
You have been Taco.
And then it starts happening like 5 attacks and like, oh no, we have to get this guy.
I remember when he first came around because Boneyard was so pissed. He's like, fucking Town Hall 8, you don't have any fucking walls. He's like, yeah, I know, it's my thing. And he's like, no, fucking build some. And he's like, no, really, it works.
It's a terrible plan.
Let's just go through one more this way.
And he's like, oh, no, they soak it up. I'm like, okay, that's awesome.
That is so awesome.
That is awesome.
And I do think Combine and Kent is doing that too. I haven't checked lately. I haven't been over there because of the war. By the way, war update right now, 111 to 111. Titan Line is going after a 9 that hasn't been 3-starred, and it's at probably the end of the attack. I can't watch it.
Okay.
But he
could get
that 3-star.
He's getting
like I said, he'll show up.
One more to put in my head.
It's still going, and it's like waiting. So he's almost got it. You know that he's that he's almost
check your chat and see if anybody's watching it. No,
nobody's.
Oh, it didn't happen.
Oh, that was a TH10. But he went. Okay, look, 2 stars. We're tied. 111 to 111. He's got another attack.
No, he should have went lower for that one. He should have.
No, I think sometimes some of the 9s on this, if you go with where your strength is, because you're gambled up. He almost got a 3, obviously. Well, I'm going to look right now.
He only would have gotten one.
He got 72%.
But he only.
But even
did he get a fresh star?
He got 2 stars.
He got 2 fresh stars.
Yeah, on a 10.
Oh, to tie it up. Okay, I thought he went at. Okay.
Yeah.
He got two fresh stars.
He could have went to a 9 and went for 3, but
and only got 1.
Yeah, and only got 1.
No, he did the right move.
Because he's
See, I thought that he was going for only 1 fresh star, and didn't get there, and it was still tied, but he tied it up.
Yeah.
Awesome, fucking right on, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I mean, we're getting down there. It's 80 tax to 80 tax, tied with an overmatched clan, and well, it's like the play-by-play.
Yeah. Let's see what
These
happens.
wars have been awesome that way. It's like
keep on it.
The last war we ended up, and they're attacking 2. There goes my phone. So they're attacking 2 right now.
Crisis averted. All right.
They're attacking 2 right now, and our guys are hitting back, and it's these wars have just been
brutal, huh?
Well, they've been brutal, but man, does it make it fun when you're getting down to the wire, going, all right, are we going to get this each star?
Well, yeah, it makes this. It is fun to have a war like our last one, our first one this week. It was against. I think I was just talking about. It was against Wicked Realm, 146 out of 150.
Okay,
146 to 67. We beat the fuck out of these guys, and we were like, "Oh, this is going to be fun." And everybody is like, the rules were still being enforced. Attack across, attack smart, but they're a little lax. Crisis averted. We need stupid microphone. Anyway, attack across, attack smart, but everybody's a little lax. We were just having fun. Like, just, hey, I'm going to beat up this guy. You mind if I go way up? I'm like, yeah, you know what? Go for it, because we are up by fucking 100 points.
Yeah,
do whatever you want, kind of at the end. As far as the little clan management, if you were waiting to the end so you could do that because you knew it was a thing, that's kind of a dick move. Get in at least one attack where you should. Don't wait. Yeah. We had to
because if everybody did that, then
we had to kick a couple of people out that didn't have any attacks. We had a couple of people that needed to do some work on their strategies and their plans, and some of those people are really asking for help.
Yeah.
Big Daddy is a new guy that we have way down low. He rushed up to Town Hall 5.
We have a Big Daddy in our clan. Must be 2 different guys.
Maybe. Rushed up to Town Hall 5, but he's still got wooden walls, and not even all of them. And they're like, dude, we need to talk. and he's talking about, I don't have any good troops. And you're like, okay. And then because he's brand new to the game. And got into the podcast and digs the shit. And I'm like, and that's exactly the fan in the stand that we want to play. Like, hey, he's cool with it. He's asking for help, and he's taking the advice that we're giving. And okay, so
and I want to come back to that.
He
about Undertaker.
I think he got 0 stars in the 2 wars he's been in so far, because he can't even attack the bottom guy and win because he's got level 1 troops. I don't know where his troops are, but. And he just doesn't know how to do it, but we were working on it. And his last attack, he got a star, and we're like, awesome. You got in there with what you could. We talked about what do you have, and he's like, well, that sucks. Let's try to get in somewhere and see what we can do with those. So we all kind of work together and how does this battle going to work? Actually, I didn't do a lot of it, and my co-leaders did most of it. Speaking of co-leaders, big up to my man Brain Link.
Oh, is he new co-leader?
Yeah, Cruel had left.
Okay.
And so I was going to wait until the weekend to see what happened after these wars. And during both wars, Brain's on there all the freaking time. He's on our line situation, always asking help. And hey, can we do this and that? And
I got to get on the line.
We do actually. I'm on there. I don't chat on it a lot, but we have a Zod leader and co-leader, the Zod command. Group. Well, there's the Clan of Zod group. There's the Kryptonian family. I'm not in the L group because I'm in the family group.
Okay, I'm doing this tonight.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
If you do it on the iPad.
Here's why I couldn't. Because Brain Link and everybody were setting up birthday presents for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when that started.
Hey, and Scotty wore his birthday shirt out.
The other night
on Sunday, and it was
Brain gave me that.
Yeah.
It says Scotty 827. It looks like the Supercell logo.
Yeah, right.
Which is funny because we're all sitting there, and then maybe 5-10 minutes later, one of our buddies is like, "Hey, it's the Supercell," all day. Like,
Sitting at the poker
really?
table.
Yeah, so that was Brain. I got awesome gifts, and I want to shout everybody out.
Let's start out. Hey, Brain, awesome co-leader. Okay, then we're going to switch over to birthday and Sunday night poker, which was a whole fiasco.
No, let's not.
Team Bernsey.
Anyways,
we got to give a shout out to Team Bernsey.
Team Bernsey, shout out.
Bernsey.
So
most of the
I
fans,
want to just say,
we got to give a shout out to Bernsey anyway. Most of the fans of the stands know that. Scotty was the one that got me into this game when he was a couple weeks in. Hey, try this out. And then Burnsy's the one that got us into Minnesota Nice, which started out this whole rigmarole. Scotty's pumping his fist.
No, Builder Huts, Dragon Attack, and it's like probably getting down to time. It's for a 3, and there's 7 or 8 dragons.
He's got to get one extra star.
Oh no, there's another Builder Hut in the other corner. Oh, the dragons are flying. It's getting down on time. This is Joe
95%. He's got 2 buildings left. One building's gone.
Yeah, that. And now you know the time. I thought it was going to be
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Boom!
And now go.
Oh, no. You got to go the whole way. All
the way to the bottom.
Oh,
all the way to the bottom. And it's like
it's not
any second.
It's not diagonal. It's the short way.
It's going from third base to home. It's a home run.
Oh, yeah.
And, for this 1 star, and it's like, they're almost there. They're almost there.
They can do it. They can do it. Take a breath.
Oh, see.
It happened.
It happened. Go Joe 240. That was awesome.
Oh, boy.
That must have been tight. I'm going to ask.
You got to find out. What was left. Joe knows.
What was the time left? God, that's
live
the
on the
thing
podcast.
with
Tell
live on the
live
podcast.
Holy crap. That kind of shit it's just...
It's like these things come up and, I'm watching because this score is so close. And it's like those dragons, it's one other thing about them. But...
now, here's the thing. When I see people with their builder huts in the corners, it's a stupid move because it's a way to draw out clan castle troops.
Yeah.
You put that one guy, you send in a hog, it draws out all, or 2, however many you need to do to get all your clan castle troops, the other guy's clan castle troops, out of their clan castle.
Oh, he had 40 seconds left.
Oh, that was awesome. He wasn't worried.
So I was like, I came in.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying that close attention.
So you get all the clan castle troops out, then you put 1 barb up there, or 1 archer up there, at that builder hut, and then they all run over in the corner, and then you can kill them. So in Zod, we talk about don't put the stuff in the corner anymore, really, unless you're spreading everything out. But with with all dragon attacks, this last war, the Pinoy Angels, they attacked well, and they were doing a lot of dragon rage. Like it was our Bizarro clan. Like they were doing the same shit we were. But see, basically it was a pretty even matchup. But they were attacking down and ran out of attacks.
Yeah,
we still had a bunch of 1 stars left in our 30s. And then, but they had a couple more stars in their top. In the top.
112.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Keep going.
They had a couple more stars on us in our top 10s. Top 15. They had some more stars, but we had them filled out all the way to I think it was 17.
Okay.
Everything was 3-star up to 17 because we were on it. Get them, and then the lower people are there. Let them get the bottom ones, even though there was 42 only had 1 star until 3 hours left of the war or something. People will come on that are down there and take it. Don't you go for 1 star up high. Those 2 stars will come later.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Go for number,
because you're going to need every
go for number
attack.
18 and that 1 star that's left. Do that one because you can because you're number 4. Go for number fucking 18. Don't go drop down for 2 stars.
Yeah.
Because there's tons of people left.
Well, and that's the nice thing is you can count on people coming back. I know we're going to hit 90 out of 100 attacks. Mm-hmm. Some people, that didn't.
Still tied.
Still tied. So
an exciting podcast with this.
Oh, the one guy will probably be leaving soon. And the other is a guy that couldn't have done.
Oh, Charlie's here. I only locked Sully in the basement. Charlie was sleeping under my bed, so I didn't see him.
Oh.
As long as he doesn't start crying, we don't have to.
Charlie's really quiet.
Yeah.
And so
usually
2 attacks that we're not going to use are from somebody who couldn't. Their base was. It's a base that's kept in the clan because it's really low and there's no upgrading. So.
I know. You talk about you have so many attacks left. You have to subtract all the ones at the bottom.
Right.
You know,
No, but I'm saying like there's no stars that person could have gotten.
Yeah, right. Those 2 attacks don't count towards the.
Yeah.
Earlier today, when we were 6-8 hours left, I was doing the math, and they're like, "Oh, we have 64 attacks in, and they have 77." But when you look at the thing, they've 3-starred us all the way down to, all of our lower shit is 3-starred.
Right.
And so all the people that are over there that have attacks left that are, let's say 25 and down.
Right.
Anybody over there 25 and down, all the attacks that they have there aren't, but it was like 14 attacks. So if they have 7, or they have 77, they only have 11 attacks left, not 23. It's a big difference when that number, how many attacks for how many points, doesn't really matter a lot.
No.
It matters availability. You got to run the numbers.
Well, because if that's the way that they play every match, for example, and they win that way, that you play just the bottom stars just to get enough, because I think the equal clans that they probably went up against, that's their strategy, and it maybe has worked a bunch of times. And it's like, no, because then you haven't practiced your attacks against the harder guys.
I think that the way we play is a pretty solid attack plan. We both our clans run this kind of the same thing: attack over, and then down, right?
Yeah,
or up if you can.
Yeah,
but really, it's
within
it's,
5.
It's
in a
over.
tough war. It's
you don't drop unless you're unless you're at the thing where you're at Town Hall 7 and they're at Town Hall 8. You have to drop. There's those different deletions where the different things happen. Right. So there's if you got a bad matchup, then you bring it on the clan, and guess what? Probably both of your attacks are going to be cleanup.
Yeah, and people will go low, and it's been just more coordinated. We're working together better on that stuff, but it's pretty cool to see. It's pretty cool to see these clans.
Hey, listen, big up to Get Up Kids, BrainLink now, who's always been helpful, and of course Ghost. Working together there's always somebody on really helpful. Even not my co-leaders, there's people on that are talking to others and always talking about what I should do. What do you think of here? What do you think there? And today I didn't bring my bone pad charger to work, so I was on in the morning, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I have 10% of my battery left. So the whole last in the afternoon, I was down in the basement working. I'd come up, log on, donate. Like, okay, that sounds good. I'm out of here. Boop. You guys got to run the shit because my shit's gonna die. And I think when I plugged it at home, it was at 3%.
Nice.
So
so to all them that you named, and you know what, I'm gonna wait on the birthday shout outs because I want to make sure I get everybody.
What?
But because it's like because I got a bunch of cards and cool T-shirts.
Don't you have a notes on this for this podcast?
I took a picture of it, but. It was a long day at work. I wanted to bring it all over. You know what I mean? Like, I have to write it all down.
Yes, I did want to see these things, but you did not bring them while I was your team.
I didn't bring them. Yeah,
because Sunday night.
So, but I'll shout out everybody because it's awesome. On Sunday. It was so cool. I woke up. It was my birthday, and the package came, and so I wore one of my T-shirts because my dryer broke. Then I haven't got time to fix it yet, and I'm like, "This is awesome! This makes it better." Yeah, I had to go to work, and
I got clean clothes. Awesome,
and it was awesome. Then went to work, came back, and it was war day. So had some wine and ward, and it was really fun, really cool. So thanks everybody. And
was that Sunday?
No, that wasn't Sunday.
Well, what day was that?
That was Wednesday.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was awesome.
I shot you a happy birthday.
But
I was talking about Sunday poker night. Last Sunday, we did play some poker. Labor Day. My buddy, D5000, who used to be in Minnesota Nice and quit.
He quit
Clash Clans because he's a jerk off. Some of his birthday.
He parties with Huey Lewis. That guy's fucking cool.
Yeah. D5000, he's a big deal.
He's a big deal.
He knows Huey Lewis. But we all had some fun on Sunday. It was a good time. Yeah. Scotty came down to play some cards, and then did not play cards.
Yeah,
but did do commentator the whole night. You were telling,
don't show your cards.
You were telling Uncle Keith to, hey, why are you always showing your cards? But
you don't show your card.
Do you know how much money he was winning?
Yeah, But
don't you think that was working? Because it is a strategy to show your cards.
well, anyways,
Because he's like, hey, he was only showing when he's winning.
well, that's
So
kind of
people
like in war.
People were folding to him.
It's like you don't
Lady B and I were down there.
112 to 112.
Lost. It was a rough night. Also, a
Yes.
little bit of money.
All
Not
around, it was a rough night.
a lot. There was a lot of money at the table. We actually had 2 tables going that night because there's so many people showed up for Labor Day. A bunch of people that a bunch of the regulars that used to play, that used to be waiters and bar staff and stuff, that now have Monday through Friday jobs. They're all bankers. They came down because they had Monday off.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It was.
And then
fun.
Scotty just disappears.
Yeah.
Didn't even tell
Got
anybody
my
he's
ride
leaving.
home.
He was outside smoking, and when his ride came, so he just left. Didn't tell anyone. Like, where's Scotty? I'm like, I don't know.
I had his
But,
credit
gotta
card
go.
for a long time.
yeah, oh yeah. Left his,
I'm like, oh, I could probably buy
So,
gems and
it
just
was-
be like, don't you remember doing that? I totally told you to do that at the table last night.
did I buy an iTunes card?
Yeah. So we're still tied, and this is going to be. It's 45 minutes left of this war.
Okay, what else do we got to talk about?
There's a bunch
Update
of
stuff.
stuff. No
Update.
news,
Well,
as far as I know.
I'm sure everybody's watched the videos with the wizard. They're pretty
Yeah.
fun.
I have a war going on.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's talk about Lady
Assholes.
B's war. Minnesota Nice, they're warring.
Minnesota Nice. It's 80 to 65. Minnesota Nice right now.
Oh, you guys got this. How many? Well, how long?
2 hours and 18 minutes left.
What are the attacks?
We are at attacks used 60 Minnesota Nice, 50 Ghost Shadows.
But it's still, you're still ahead.
Yeah.
We're still ahead.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
What time are you pushing the war button? Is that at night?
Well, it's 2 hours and 18 minutes from now.
Oh.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So
Which is late.
Yeah. We've been
yeah,
going a
Boots
little
is
bit
pushing it
earlier.
late. I've started pushing it like at 4 or 5.
Well, a lot of
Yeah, you're
those guys
pushing
work
way
until
early.
late.
Well, it's not early because people like it so that they can start warring. Because people in Zod like to war early. They like to get, when war starts, they like to fucking pump it out.
Yeah.
And you get 50 attacks in the night. And then people come in later and second attacks. And then the trade-off is war is over before people could be home and from work.
Yeah,
kind of a
that's
thing.
kind of where.
But-
we kind of moved it to 7:30.
Which
Yeah.
would be great for me, but not for a lot of guys in my clan because a lot of them work late.
Oh, okay.
When I'm on afternoons, works out great for me. When I'm
Yeah.
on days, does not because I'm warring at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different.
So it's-
but
I like it because then we're getting more attacks in
Yeah.
at night.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I didn't like having a war start at 9 to 10 at night because
I think it's more
I'm trying to go to bed.
well, it's more
one
predictable
that got
about
it.
the next day.
And I'm trying to,
You can kind of.
well, I'm trying to donate everything. Like all I do is donate for war. That's
Yeah.
that's what Boneyard's for. And I can't because I'm like, okay, I'm in for half an hour. Here's a bunch of shit. I'm gonna brew some stuff for the morning and I'm going to bed.
Yeah. The only problem is like it gets close to where people are loading up, and I'm like, then you got want to be given a
But
drink.
and then
But that's
of course the trade-off is at the end of war I can be there the whole time versus the end of war I'm like 2 hours in. Like I have to do a war at work and then go home and then I got an hour until the end of war,
okay.
which still works.
We had we had like 6 in a row that we won, and then we lost, I think 3, and then hopefully we'll win this one here. But
And you guys are up against some way tougher matchups.
yeah, because
Because
we
they got
are
these guys got like
pretty
15
top-heavy
town hall
right
10s
now.
or something like that. And
Well,
I mean, these guys are.
here's one that I wanted to talk about, and I know this war is going to interrupt because we're talking about the matchups and what you need.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a rush town hall, and we'll just give advice to this person, and I'm going to name Undertaker.
Undertaker.
And we were working through like the strategy.
Is his manager?
I was going to be an Undertaker.
He was-
You should ask him if his manager is Paul Bearer.
I know. There's been jokes all
I'm
over
sure,
this.
right?
So anyways, he just joined. We were looking for people at the start of the war. He came over from Kent, and his base. He's a TH8, so he's at 45.
So the guy is Rush Town Hall 8, and was that right?
Yeah. Well, and it looked right. I thought it was.
It's just a thing where you gotta. Okay, so
I think it was his army camps aren't up to speed. Like, so where he should be at, and then with the level.
Yeah, right. So basically, he's got to
in lower defenses.
But he's probably one of those Town Hall 8 that is way low on the list then.
Well, no, he was up a little bit higher. That's why I was looking at it. He must have just done all of this stuff and researched and did some of the things that he needed to do.
Well, and that's the thing, is that here's the thing. He's a fan in the stand. He wants to learn. And so awesome.
Yeah, and that was the point of it.
He doesn't get to attack straight across because he's going to get killed.
Yeah,
he plays cleanup down low,
and that's what we kind of coached him through last night, and so that was really cool.
Until he catches up, he has to clean up down low in war. That's super simple.
Yeah, we just kind of pointed him where he needed to go
and he's taking advice. Awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was really cool, and I think. That's kind of the point of the people at the bottom and the people that continue to stay is like you help them get better, or work through the attacks, or or listen, because that's really the
where they're asking help.
Thing. Yeah.
So I'm loving Kent. The Kent farmhouse is great for Avenue players. People aren't around, so they gotta get booted, and maybe they'll be back. And before the war starts, I gotta go over to Kent. Hey, who wants to come over? My number one guy from the last war, I just poached him from Kent. He's like, I'll war with you.
Yeah.
And he went in for some stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, we should talk about Kent, because what we've been doing is I've been keeping my clan closed because it's we're keeping it at 50 for the wars. And if a couple people leave, then you go over and ask. And there's players that leave and go to Kent.
Yeah.
And just hang out in
Dr.
Kent.
Death, who's been a Zodcaster from way back. From way back.
Yeah.
He's one of the original Zodcasters. He just was like, hey, man, I gotta go out. He went over to Kent to dump his guy for a while, for a week or something, because he's doing something.
Yeah.
That just happened after this war.
Or people who just want to farm and don't, because these war days are expensive, and if you're going to be busy.
People are on vacation still right now. I mean, it's that time of year. I mean, some of us have had to work all goddamn summer. Yeah. Some people are shooting to vacation a little bit.
So know that if you want to get into L or Zod, go over to Kent. And
or just, honestly, keep an eye on Zod. We still take new non-Kents. If hey, I'm a fan of the stand, we'll take you in. See, if we have an open spot, because we almost never do. Yeah. That's why
But that's why I closed it, because I'm like, if people want to go to Kent, then
and that's the thing, is that we almost never have an open spot. So if you want to,
or there are people in Kent who
if you just want to like hang out with no clan and just keep checking Zod, yeah, you might find once a week, 1 5-minute window a week that we're open, or you just sit in Kent and wait for somebody to ask.
Yeah, that's why I closed it, because I thought. If they want to get in, they should be the first.
And we're close too, because we had a Ghost was in and out trying to donate to herself, and then somebody came in and we're like, sorry, we got Big Daddy accidentally left the clan. Talking about the guy who's new in Woodwalls.
Is that the guy?
And then somebody else came in. Hey, I'm here.
You're like, get back up.
And we're like, you gotta go. Like, sorry. And Big Daddy's trying to get back in, and there weren't any co-leaders there. And my brain was on trying to find a co-leader. Like, guess what, brain? That's the kind of shit that makes you co-leader. You know what I mean? Plus sending Scotty t-shirts.
Yeah. Boneyard is looking through something.
What am I looking at here?
Well, there's a Big Daddy in my clan. I was just asking if that was him.
No, I think he's back in Zod.
Let me see. New subject. Clash Clan Studio is changing locations. Lady B and me are buying a house. It's happening.
You announced that.
I did announce that. I'm still announcing it because it's still happening.
That's awesome.
Well, it is. The current WBS&T radio studios where we're at is in an uproar. I look around and I see, 30 boxes of stuff. Everything's packed. We've been packing and cleaning for days.
Is it going to interrupt your clashing?
Maybe.
Well, perhaps a little bit, I suppose, but...
Oh, my God.
I clash during the week. I got a lot of moving to do on the weekends.
So have you decided to start moving up upgrading your stuff in Boneyard? Because you haven't been farming at all.
I got a mortar maxing out.
You do, huh?
Yeah. It's going to be spitting fire soon. I've been doing it really slow, but the last thing I did was get all my Archer towers, and now they upgrade. Since the upgrade, there's a new one, but now they're all second to maxed out, so they're all way
Level
up
10
or 11 or whatever. That was the last thing I was doing because that was all 5 mil. And now I just 6.4 or whatever to do the mortar. Because I do try to raid over the weekend. And I'm actually raiding for elixir. But every piece of gold that I get just sits there. And I never. And since I put my town hall outside for in my looting in my regular base, I don't ever get taken for anything. Maybe a quarter of what's in a storage, and less than a quarter of the mines because my base is impenetrable. Honestly, it's freaking ridiculous how great this thing is. But anyway, but I'm just gradually making this gold, and
so why is your base impenetrable?
Because it's the one that's just spread out to the edges.
Okay.
My war base, they did come in, and I get attacked because people think they can do it. And we talked about it earlier. Held them to a 49, and they got a 55 1-star. For a Town Hall 10, you got to be happy with that. It's a 1-star base. You can't do better than that. I mean, you really got to bring it.
You are asking for it.
I am asking for it. If you ever come across my war base, fucking do it.
Who can 2-star Boneyards?
Maybe some of my guys probably could.
I 3-star that shit all the time.
Oh yeah, Lady B 3-stars me all the time. We're talking about the actual war bases.
Oh!
Not me personally.
Oh, well.
3-stars that shit, baby. Hey.
So anyways. So
what you can't see, it's a radio show. Hello.
So you think it is that?
I am bragging on my shits.
You are, huh?
I'll take reactions from the Zodcasters or Lcasters or fans on stands that over.
You know what? Go copy Boneyard's. I suppose people can't see your war base, can they?
Well,
I don't know how that works.
I mean, it's just.
You should take a picture and post it. You should tweet out.
It's almost my base. I mean, if you want to come and search me, instead of what I have my base,
tweet it out and have people copy it and then test it. And if somebody gets 2-starred,
I would like to see that. I would really, that would be awesome to do for everybody. I bet everybody would want to do that. Hey, because how often do this Town Hall 10s get attacked? How often do you get your base tested? Not that often, right?
Right.
I mean, you really do want to get attacked to see what you can do to make it better.
Right.
And if you don't get attacked, I guess you got to be like, okay, well, I'm not getting attacked. It looks good enough.
Yeah.
When you do get attacked like I do, I guess, you know what? I guess maybe because my base looks weak but holds up, it's actually less good than a base that looks strong and then never gets attacked.
Well, maybe, but it eats an attack.
It does. That's true. It ate 2 attacks from 2 really high guys to get 1 star.
Yeah, and I think that's really important in wars now, is that
the inducement of an attack is better than not getting attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting attacked for no stars obviously is better than not getting attacked at all. But then they took 1 star from me, and 1 star might make a difference.
I want to take a star because, let's say these people down low, it's like if we don't get it. If we don't
what
get
is the war loot on your castle on your base?
What can I hold?
Well, no. What is if somebody is taking from you? What are they?
Well, it's different for whoever's other level, but the high guys, it's what $200,000 to go straight across. The max is like $400,000, right?
I don't know my war.
We need to find that out and put it on the podcast because I don't know that. What are the levels of war? What the percentage is when you go up a town hall?
So like a town hall 10 is like 435,000 of
that's
gold,
that's the max.
435,000 elixir and 2,000 dark elixir.
I don't know.
And you're a town hall 7.
I am a town hall 8.
You're a town hall 8 going up against a town hall 10, and it's $400,000.
It's how much if you win against the people that you get. Because I'm like right now this war.
No. What she's talking about?
No, I'm talking about your war loot.
How much possible?
Your war win bonus.
Yeah, my war win bonus right now is.
No, that's what you're getting. She's talking about what they could get from you. or from her or from me.
Right. So
She could
as
get
a Town Hall
400 grand.
10,
Oh,
you can
okay.
get...
The same as the regular.
No. If I'm a Town Hall 10 going as a Town Hall 10, I'm not going to get the same amount as a Town Hall 8 going as a Town Hall 10.
Right.
It's less. So if somebody wants the same.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You're right.
By attacking
I'm not
you,
talking about what I'm getting. I'm talking about what they could get.
Yeah, okay.
Or what you could get.
Sorry.
So we need to find out what the percentage is and put it on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's right at our fingertips.
Maybe we'll look it up for
the
next
bone
episode.
pad.
We're at 113 to 114. This war keeps going on. But eating attacks, I think, is one of the most important things out of a base, because it's just like when you get the...
I'm happy that it took 2 attacks to get a 1-star on me against a close battle, and that was 2 attacks that guy could have went down and cleaned up something low and got 1 star instead of trying to get 2 or 3 on me.
Tied again.
And getting nothing, and then it happened again. You know, there were lower in that last war. There were lower bases that he could have gotten 2 stars by 3-starring something. Instead, he went for me, and it was fresh.
Yeah.
So, I like it. And so I'm going now. I'm double reverse. My base is the shit.
Right. Now you turn it around.
Yeah.
Well, and that's, I think, with the lower people, what we're advising. That's what I'm advising for people in my clan. And some of the people that rushed, because, people always resort to the dragon attacks. And if you're good with the dragon attacks, and people are getting better, I think, all around, if you can do it, that's why air defense, make sure you're upgrading your air defense. That's what I'm doing with Exace. Just went to Town Hall 10 or 8, but we've been in wars, so I haven't been able to start upgrading them. Mm-hmm. Just haven't had the time. But I'm going to put Air D on one of my first things, because people come in.
Okay.
If I'm making it for war, going to be in those wars, getting the air defenses up so that it eats up a dragon attack or it takes somebody.
We talked about this a long time ago.
Yeah.
About how air defense was the new thing because they started nerfing the hogs.
Right.
Hogs were awesome. I loved them first. Had that shit maxed out. They were fucking crazy. Then they made them the hit points last. Everybody's using them. They got to knock them down a little.
Oop, and then the
made
bombs.
It harder. And then the bombs got better. That was way later. And the hogs were still pretty good. And then the bomb won, and they made them even worse. Everybody went to dragons. We called that shit. Hey, everybody start doing your air defenses now on that update. Right when that update was like, oh, this is happening. Dragons are a new thing. They're coming in air. And we called it. Now everybody's doing it. Both, I bet you, your whole war and the people that are fighting you, if it's this close, everybody's using Dragon Rage or Dragon Heal.
Oh.
Same thing for us. Although you guys like to go wipe, you guys actually do a little bit more of that. We and some of us did that, but it was Dragon Rage almost probably 90%, 90% of the battles.
Yeah, if you want the lower stars, most guaranteed people just go in with the dragon.
It's the high ones that you gotta. The dragon doesn't work. You can't. Maybe 2 with dragons. You're looking for 1 on the Town Hall 10s. You go in on the floor with the go wipes, some weird thing like this, the go vipes, and it's cool. I don't know how to do that yet, and we're practicing it. It's a fucking badass move, and I love seeing it work. But the dragons is what's happening. I think that the new update is gonna nerf the dragons.
I don't know because
or it's gonna make the ground troops better because they're talking about making the walls different.
Because the dragon AI is so unpredictable that it's like you have to know
you have to know how to use them,
right?
But if you can use them well, that's it. That's the maneuver.
But the archer towers, the wizard towers, the archer towers, and the air defense all are air D. So it's like those well placed. Just take them out. Take out dragon. This last war, we went up. We've been doing dragons a lot, in the attacks.
It's the thing.
But these guys, who it was a pretty even matchup. I thought they were a little bit less. In terms of where we landed, it was pretty even. But what happened was their air defenses and the things that were positioned didn't look like they would be much of a problem. But people went in with the dragon armies and just got hit hard.
A normal dragon army and these unusual. So they had some good anti-drag, which you didn't think they would be, but they were.
Yeah, it was just.
Plus the AI fucked you every time. That just happens.
That's what I mean. It was like they thought out how this hit point over here, whatever. It just seemed like just being a little bit off.
Threw you guys off.
Yeah.
Huh.
Through I don't know how to describe it. It's like it was like you go in thinking, yeah, I could drag this, no problem. And all of a sudden things are held up and they just put a lot of thought into it.
Well, you get those spread out bases and then drags move around weirdly.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
It's crazy. So air defense is big time in those low levels.
Well, so let's talk about the update. Do we have enough time?
Why don't we cut? We're at 53. If we're going to talk about the update,
we're cutting it right now, and we're going to start a new one.
And I want to say a big shout out. We got a couple donors.
This
week.
Let's wait.
But
keep it.
No, but I want to say on this episode, I want to say it because big shout out. Thank you. I want to shout you out on the podcast, but the only information I got was your real name. So if you send a thing into the podcast,
a couple more people made donations. Thank you, awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, for reals.
Thank you.
Any monies we get is just to keep us going. We do need a new microphone. That's what we talked about last time. But $1 to $1 bajillion. But $1 bajillion is a real amount of money. So if anybody has $2 bajillion and wants to part with one.
But we want to know who you are, so please, if you want us to shout you out, because we want to shout you out, but I don't want to give out your real name.
Let us know. So just with a donation, give a little...
also, if you want to just shoot us an email.
And let us know.
Yeah.
Either way. Everybody out there, fans and stands, we love you.
All right.
And that's why we do this shit, because it's just super fun.
And find out what happens on the next episode with the Zod versus Houston, or House of L versus Houston war.
Oh, yeah, we're not done with that yet.
No.
Oh,
so,
anticipation. All right, it's the cliffhanger.
All right.
Get a hold of us.
It's the cliffhanger. Scotty's going to wait like a week to put this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And we're going to record it now. All right.
Get a hold of us, clashclanspodcast@gmail.com.
42427 Clash.
What?
42427 Clash.
Who? What?
42427 Clash.
Why?
42427 Clash.
That's right.
And at WBSMT.
42427 Clash.
At WBSMT Radio
I
on
have
Twitter.
no idea what our email address is.
All right. Keep it clashing.
Yeah, keep it
Keep it
classy, y'all.
clashy.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.